Welcome back to the UpVote channel. What fact is common knowledge to people who work in your field, but almost unknown to the rest of the population? An elevator will go up to the top of the hoist instead of crash to the floor in most catastrophic failures due to the counterweights. I don't know if that makes my elevator anxiety better or worse. Coffee shops spend more on milk than coffee. I remember someone telling me once that Starbucks isn't in the coffee business, it's in the milk business. A corporate policy of requiring users to change their passwords every 90 days does not make your system more secure. It tends to actually make things less secure. There is a surprising amount of infrastructure under your feet. You'd be surprised how much public utility runs underneath private property. Always call before you dig. Most people are not good at detecting lies, and consistently score no better than chance, 50-50, when tested. The score goes up slightly when it's someone they know that they're talking to, but not much. Ironically, most people rate themselves as very good at detecting lies, but they're wrong. To add to this, experienced detectives are no better at telling who is lying and who is telling the truth than rookie police officers. The only difference is that they believe they are better. There is no difference between a violin and a fiddle other than how you play it. A violin has strings, but a fiddle has strings. Heartworms are treatable for dogs, but not for cats. Also, keep on top of your heartworm prevention for your dog if they get heartworm, but you can prove that they've been continually covered, which isn't difficult. The receipts are good enough, and your vet will have them in their database. Then the heartworm prevention manufacturer will pay for the treatment. That if your IT guy is not busy, he is doing a good job. Not a bad one, and you don't need to fire them. A friend of mine went to bat for me on this many years ago. I was sole IT guy at a smallish company. Apparently one day, while in a meeting, happened to spy me playing Quake 3 and made a comment along the lines of, "What the hell do we actually pay him for?" My friend thankfully asked, "Is your email working? Can you access the internet? Are all our servers up? That's what we pay him for." The maximum spacing between spindles and a railing is 4 inches, because that's the average size of a baby's head. Most building officials will carry a 4-inch sphere with them when doing inspections on new construction. Touching your fresh tattoo with your unwashed fingers is bad. It's absurd how many times we have to tell this to people. The toner in your printer is plastic being melted onto the paper. Virtually every piece of copper, aluminum, or steel you come across has been chopped to bits, refined, melted down, and used to make whatever object it's a part of. Dozens, if not hundreds of times. Copper pipe? Probably started out as hundreds of different wires from various devices from around the world at one point. Gold and silver have been recycled much more than that. Because gold from multiple sources is routinely melted together, it is entirely possible that gold inside your wedding ring was the object of 1,000 murders. It is quite possible that some of your gold witnessed the burning of Troy, Carthage, and Tenochtitlan. Gold is the physical essence of human greed and malice. That's what is so great about it. There is no such thing as a perfectly functioning aircraft. Every plane you fly on has a multitude of maintenance issues, just not severe enough to affect safety of flight. My apologies to everyone boarding a plane today. Rest assured, this is nothing to worry about. Planes are still the safest way to travel. Thank you for the nightmares. Most 911 calls an ambulance receives on a daily basis are not remotely close to being emergencies. EMT can confirm. About half of our calls are for patient transfers to / between hospitals. The other half of calls are 911 calls, and only half of those 911 calls are true emergencies. And the only time we use lights and sirens is when a person is in deep shit and staring death in the face. So if an ambulance comes up to you, LNS, move the fuck out of the way. Fast. An electrical engineer isn't an electrician. Being a civil attorney, we almost never go to jury trial, and the job can be unbelievably boring. Be sure to write in the comments what you think about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and watch our other videos.